This is already happening again this year. In May, the first grind of the year was documented in Faroe Islands, and the pilot whales and dolphins were driven into shallow waters. And once again, people who defend it, they say, but it's their tradition. And I want to take that argument seriously, because tradition is not nothing. Tradition carries memory, they carry identity. They tell community where it comes from, what it survived, and how it sees itself in the world. And as someone who studies culture, ritual, and power, I don't think we should dismiss traditions just because they look uncomfortable from the out. We should ask where they come from, what role they played, and what they meant in a specific landscape. And in case of the grind, I can understand the historical survival argument. Remote islands, harsh weather, limited agriculture, a community depending on what the sea could provide. And in that context, whale meat was food, it was survival. But it's not the 9th century anymore. The Faroe Islands today are a modern and wealthy society. So the argument that the grind is still necessary for economic survival becomes very difficult. At this point, it's not mainly about survival, it's about heritage. And of course, heritage matter. But heritage can be language, music, national dress, stories, memory, the knowledge of how people lived with a difficult environment. But heritage is not a single practice frozen in time. Cultures are not museums. Communities choose what they carry forward and what they leave behind. So my question is simple. If a culture has so many other ways to remember itself and pass identity from one generation to another, why does mass killing have to be an untouchable part? We are talking about wild, highly social marine mammals driven together, killed as a group, and defended not only as food, but as heritage. That matters. Because when a practice is no longer necessary for survival, but it's still protected as identity, the ethical question changed. Anthropology can help us understand why people defend a practice, but anthropology is not moral surrender. Culture matters, history matters, context matters, but suffering matters too. And some traditions deserve to be preserved, while other traditions deserve to be transformed. And some traditions can be remembered, studied, and left behind.